because this is the other component to fear for me, right? Where it's not just my physical safety or the physical safety of the people that I love around me and stuff like that, right? I can only do so much in preparation for that, because at the end of the day, like right now, present moment, if we think about me, you, and our family, our kids, right? I can only physically keep myself safe, and I can keep you safe from external threats, from the saber-toothed tiger, right? I can't do anything when it comes to our children. Just can't. And I know that that sucks. I know that that's an uncomfortable space to sit in. And that's the space that I think is like the next level of unpacking and sitting with and processing fear, is really recognizing the things that you have the ability to do something about and the things that you don't have any ability to do anything about. And then having to sit in that uncomfortable space of like, okay, these are the things that I have control over. These are the things that I can actually do. And then I just have to sit in the uncomfortableness of the things that I can't. And then for me, what has helped with that, and I know that this is hard, I can see it in your face, like you're not liking to sit and think about those things, but it's the belief of something else.
Yeah.
Faith is the thing that has helped me with that. It's not faith. Like every time I hear the word faith, it's all these like
George Michael.
Now it is. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Thank you for that. No, it's always the religious connection and the religious connotation and everything like that. And obviously that's not it for me. I don't know if that's obvious to you guys. That's obvious to Steph, obviously. But it's not a connection to religion or formalized religion. It's a connection to something bigger and greater. It's a connection to love and energy and consciousness. And in that space, I'm never worried about our children. I'm never worried about their safety, because I know that they're just being carried like I am. We're all just loved unconditionally, having this beautiful experience. And I have to constantly be reminded of that, not just by the beautiful things that take place around me all the time that I witness and see, right? But it's a practice. It's a connection to that thing that helps me in those moments of sitting with those really uncomfortable fears that I can't do anything about. Like all the ones that I have control over, I've been able to sit with and I'm good. Like I got those checked. Somebody busts in our house, I'm not jumping out of the shower naked, throwing
Neither am I.
shampoo bottles at them, right? Like I'm jumping out of the shower naked, but I'm not throwing shampoo bottles.
It's what I had in my head. I was throwing them off their game. It was a foolproof plan. They're not expecting things to come at them. They're thinking they've got the surprise factor.
Right.
But I was ready. Shampoo bottle coming at them. Here's a loofah. Ninja. They can't even get a hold of me because I'm slippery. I'm like,
You're so
covered in soap.
up.
So like soap in their eyeballs. I had a plan.
It's a great plan. I think we need to practice it. I'll play the bad guy.
If I fall in the shower now, it's going to hurt a little different.
And we'll just like, as soon as I slam the door loud, then you go into action and come out naked, throwing things at me, and we'll just see what happens. I think it sounds like a lot of fun. We'll put it up on social.
It's not. It's intimidating. I'm a threat.
You are a threat. Naked shampoo ninja.
I mean, come on now. What do you do when you get soap in your eyes?
What do you?
You're like, it stops you in your tracks.
How do you feel when it comes to those, like the fears that you can't control?
I'm trying to make this as funny as possible.
Because you don't want to sit in that space right now.
This is like my antinomy. Like, it's time for jokes.
Right.
Fear is hard. I'm sitting here. I feel like my mouth is dry. I feel like my lips are sticking to my teeth. My shoulders coming up. I'm digging my fingernails and my thumb, trying to keep myself here. Mm-hmm. And I'm telling jokes. Just talking about fear puts me in a fear response.
Yeah.
I'm really like uncomfortable right now. It's really, fear's a big one for me. I'm not always in fear, but fear and I go way back.
Yeah.
Fear's my
long time buddy.
It's
your good
my
time
go-to.
Pal?
It's my go-to. It's really challenging and it's doable. I get out of fear. I don't stay, I do things anyways. I used to think that...
Do you know what that is?
That's courage.
That's exactly what it is, babe.
Right? I used to think that fear or being brave and being courageous meant that you weren't afraid of anything, that you weren't afraid. And it didn't count if you were afraid when you did it. But now I wasn't applying that to anybody else. That's how I judged myself. I wasn't being brave if something was really hard for me. I wasn't being brave if I was scared the whole time. I wasn't being brave if I had to cry, or like it was even something that I didn't want to do again after I did it. It didn't count. It only counted if I wasn't afraid doing it. But the things that I wasn't afraid doing, I didn't think I was brave or courageous. It didn't even register. I was just doing things, or having fun. So I somehow managed to create it in a way where, like, it was a lose-lose. I created a lose-lose for myself. And along the way, it started to unfold, like seeing other people do things that they were afraid of and be like, that's amazing. You did so good. That was like,
We were meant to be. We were meant to be.
Thank you so much for listening and for watching. If you haven't yet, please take a moment and subscribe to our channel and do the whole notification thing. That helps immensely when it comes to supporting the podcast. And if you liked this one, you should probably check out some of these clips right here. See if you like those as well. Thanks for being here, and thanks for supporting The Steph Craig Show.